Yo, what is going on, people? This is your boy Sex Gravy, Sexstream Legend, back with more gameplay from Fate Extella Link. Today we're playing as Francis Drake, who is probably one of my favourite additions in this game. She is a absolute fucking loony, and you know, I quite love this character for it. She is she's a bit weird. Some of her attacks, I don't know how to word it. She has more attacks in a single input than what you'd expect. So sometimes if you want to get a certain attack to come out, you actually have to wait a bit, which is, you know, a bit interesting. So let's go over her R1 skills. So first of all is this one where you sort of spin from side to side and then do a slash at the end. This one where you summon cannons, which I do very much think is pretty cool. In any sort of hack and slash game, they always have a skill like that. This next one, pretty good if it's used against you. I'm not a particular fan of, but maybe I just need to power it up a bit more. Where you sort of ride a boat straight into the enemy's fucking faces. You know, nothing to complain about there. Also, just pick up this. 33% pathetic. Yeah, so Drake is a pretty good character. She is, a bit of a spoiler here, she is an antagonist for quite a lot of the game in here. And here's her last skill where she sort of does a spinning attack with her pistols. Skip that shit. Which I might have to show you again. Yeah, it's very similar to one of her charge attacks, so whenever I go into stage of her, I don't really take that skill. It doesn't seem worth it. If anything, it just lasts a bit longer. And there's Astofo, I think her name is. His name is. I always say her, but it's a trap, isn't it? I always call her Alfonso, though. I don't know why. That reminds me, I was supposed to be in a band ages ago, and we were... Well, I was in a band ages ago, and we were going to call ourselves Alphonse, but, you know, whatever. I have to show it again, because I didn't get... For fuck's sake! Oh my god. Getting a bit sick of this. So let's go over all the skills again. That's her first one. Summoning cannons is the second one. Third one, you ride a boat, which, you know, is pretty good if you get a good catch on the enemy troops. And then the last one, spin into enemies. I do the last one where you ride a boat and the spinning pistols do cause you to go into link mode more often, because it is actually considered a, you know, rider skill or whatever you want to call it. So this is her drive skill. I will go over her basic moves in a second and sort of cover them a bit more in the second part. Lancelot. You summon more cannons. That's a running theme with this character, because obviously they were, you know, famous explorer and, you know, person that Nathan Drake descends from, apparently, in Uncharted. Yeah, one thing I have sort of realised about this game is it does actually solve some problems of hack and slash in general. Well, I wouldn't really say Sengoku Bastra suffers from it, because the stages are set up in such a different way, but this, compared to sort of like Dynasty Warriors, those zones where you go, where you sort of do your fast travel, that is actually one of the problems that's been in sort of Dynasty Warriors in ages. Lots of areas where there's nothing to do and you're just sort of waiting to get to the next fight. So that is her first launcher attack, or, you know, a square plus triangle. That is square, square, triangle. And that is... Oh, no it isn't, because I just got fucking hit. That is square, 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 triangle. And the last one, which you actually need to do a few more inputs, which I will try and show you. You need to wait until she's actually not on the ground and not being attacked by this fucking dickhead. Is... Will it show me? There we go. You summon an anchor from the sky by shooting your pistols. And... yeah. quite a lot of pistol moves. In a way, she kind of reminds me of Masamune Date from Samurai Warriors 2. So I will try and end with the Noble Phantasm for this part, if I'll actually get, you know, stuff. Yeah, so after that, it's pretty weird Noble Phantasm, just, you know, summoning absolute shitload of ships, well, summoning an armada, basically. Yeah, so I'm now using her second costume, which is actually based on her Fate Grand Order rank 2 one, because she now has 2 eyes. I'm not even sure how she lost the first one. But whatever. So, yeah. Obviously, I've picked the remaining 3 skills, which I will quickly go over. So the first one is you just walk forward with your pistols. I can't really say that's particularly amazing, other than the length of it is quite long. The next one, which I did briefly show, is you summon a single cannon that does probably like 90-degree angle of fire across the place. And then the final one is you summon a bunch of anchors from the sky. Although there's actually a glitch. This is a glitched stage, as it were. That's why there's like all the fucking static going around. So, yeah, that's it. And then the final skill I decided to keep was the one where you're on the boat. Because who wouldn't want that? Yeah, so she's a bit of a mixed bag. Some of her skills are pretty good, like the boat skill I do actually enjoy using a bit more now. That one's, I wouldn't really say it was particularly great. I believe you'd get more from these skills when they're fully powered up. Then she'll probably be on the same level as quite a lot of other characters. Yeah, also when in between recording the first bit and this, I thought I recognised her voice from somewhere, but I looked up the voice actor, and the only thing of note which she's been in, which I sort of recognised, is she is Raichu in Pokemon. Nothing else I really sort of recognise her from, but she really does sound familiar, so it might just not be listed on, you know, Wikipedia. Good old Wikipedia. Yeah, so overall I'm quite happy with this character. I like the moves in general. Some of them are a bit underwhelming, not gonna lie, but I'm more of them, you know, I just like looking at characters more than, you know, actually playing them. I'm a bit of a fucking weirdo like that. So yeah, that is Francis Drake, everybody. And I will leave you with her Noble Phantasm again in the second costume. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.
エルドラゴン太陽を落とした女ってな